What up, family? It's Spoiled Dash from the Merrily. It's 8:08 a.m. in my city, Chicago, Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. 91% on my phone just turned 8:09. All right, Mary McNamara, for real, for real. Everybody wants to live a happy life, right? You work hard. They say you work hard, you get what you want. Maybe a two-car garage house, a couple of dogs or children, or the love of your life. Or you just want to be happy, joyous, and free, single. You know, that's the American dream, right? But because people have calculated my life, pocket watched me, and robbed me for my rap legacy and everything else, you know, I'm stuck in a trap with no closets. You know what I'm saying? I got this here, whatever. My bed is over 8 years old. It has sunk in. You know, you have to put in a request for a bed. I've done it, but they, want me to beg them and all kind of weird stuff. I ain't finna do that, and I'm not finna purchase a bed because, when I furnished my apartment that you saw on YouTube, my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mac versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, all that stuff was new, and I spent my hard-earned money on it, legal money. You understand what I'm saying? And somebody's sleeping in my bed right now, and they give me this cheap bed, and it then sunk in because me climbing on it, trying to post stuff, and it was cheap. So can't even get a bed out of all the service work I have done to keep they people somewhat, not restless, irritable, or discontent like they trying to do me. I don't drink, drug, smoke, or fornicate. I'm a decent person. I can't even get the respect that I deserve. It's always something. So read your Bible. Read it from cover to cover, but definitely read Luke chapter 16, and you'll see what I'm going through. They owe me. I don't owe them now. And definitely read Hosea chapters 1 through 14. There's only 14 chapters. If you're a real Mary McNamara, I know you got to do what you got to do. You got to feed your family. Life is hard. They wanted my Mary McNamara's, and now that they got them, most of them getting high, drunk, have lost hope, turned to dope. That's what they wanted. Listen to Dead Prayers. It's bigger than hip hop. And, just listen to all the Dead Prayers songs. It's a rap group. The rappers foresaw what was coming. Now that it's here, people want to know, they want to place blame, pass the buck, throw the real ones under the bus, and, run amok. What they never expected, just like with crack cocaine and AIDS, they thought it would just be a certain group of people it would affect. But one thing about drugs and people that don't care if they live or die, they'll pop up in your face and your place. You understand what I'm saying? When I was on drugs, crack cocaine, it only took me 6 months to become an addict. And that's why they gave me cancer in 2016. They kept pumping me with drugs, and I have virgin veins. And it was almost 19 years of sobriety in 2016. They wanted to see, how my body would react. And they knew for 6 months, because that's how long I was, going through hell on the psych ward of the county jail, for 6 months. Because obviously they knew when I was on drugs, it took 6 months for me to form a habit on crack cocaine. And they thought, I'd get out, with almost 19 years of sobriety at the time. I have 28 come Christmas. That I would go to using drugs, and there, that'd be the end of my story. But I went to one too many AA meetings. I'm telling you, the program works if you work it. If you want to stay sober, you can, but you can't do it for nobody but yourself. Nobody was there for me in 2016 but my higher power. Yeah. When I got out The psych ward, there was Social Security checks of 6 months stacked up. They thought I'd go kill myself. But I'm like, nah, I got a higher calling on my life, real tough. And, because I haven't killed myself, they disrespect me, play in my face, do the most. This was supposed to be a recovery building where you don't smoke and drink. That's what I signed up for because they knew, I left another place because they was, doing the most. So they gonna trick me and stuff under distress and dying at the time, for real, to sign paperwork, probably taking everything, but I ain't the only one that signed it. I call it a contract killing. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't going by myself. So they breached that contract, and that's why I say, read your Bible, Luke chapter 16. Because once you allow marijuana, once it became legal to enter into this building, which I know is my building, but, I'm not finna go through all the red tape and all that. That's not my story. I don't care. If they didn't give me the $2 million tax free that I wanted in 1995, and I told them I already know I'm worth more dead than I am alive before they administered, cancer in my system in 2016, the day after Mother's Day, which was May 9th, the day after Mother's Day, which was May 8th, Mother's Day. I knew I wasn't going to get that next time. You know what I mean? So, they better be trying to kill all the real ones. Am I looking for love? No, I'm looking for my money, property, and prestige. This the 12. Color purple is the same color they put on Jesus before they killed him. Mm-hmm. It's the 15. That's 27. On my mama, I ain't got a lot of kick it. I'm telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I ain't even worth a bed. This is 7. The color purple is based on a true story. My foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, birthday is July the 15th. She's a Cancer, and I know they got to her because she used to lie a lot when she and I was younger, and they know who to get and who not to get. This the 6th. I was born May 25th, 1967. So both our birthdays, well, the year I was born and her birthday is up in here. You understand what I'm saying? She know what time it is. Don't nobody else know. 8:16. That's why I need double for my trouble and everything else. Step your game up, peace.